Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video where today we return with part 2 of the historic EA WRC Club. Yes, the rally that is going to take us a year to complete. If you missed out on the first video that went live last week where we jumped in and did the first 3 stages here from Rally Estonia, I would highly recommend going back and checking it out. Today we've got a slightly longer event, 4 stages before our next service. And then, yeah, the final part of this video is going to be a rather fast blast. But, yeah, we've got 17.1 kilometers, two 8.5s really, and a short little 5 kilometer stage. I've got as much of the car repaired as I possibly can. We've bolted on a fresh set of the medium tyres to try and take us through these next 4 stages. But honestly, the goal is to keep it clean and tidy. Don't crash, don't hit anything, don't damage our beautiful Polo GTI car. It might look clean and tidy. It is anything but underneath. We have got some wear. Doesn't actually seem too bad at the moment, but yeah, it is wounded. Okay, lights out and away we go then. I mean, that is a lot more pull than we had to end last video. It's still far from perfect though, so that's why the goal now is just stay out of trouble. Luckily, it is bright and sunny to kickstart today's rally, which I really do like. So hopefully that could be a good omen for us. But yeah, obviously we had a couple of really big hits in the opening 3 stages that I did. So yeah, the car is slightly down on power still, although I tell you what, it's pulling better than I ever expected it to, which is quite nice. So yeah, the goal now, of course, is try and recover a little bit of time where possible, but also don't damage the car. If we can avoid it, like moments like that where you hit a branch and it just drags the car one way. Want to try to avoid doing that as best as possible. Yeah, the fact we're still getting a good sort of 150, 160 clicks out of it, I'm rather happy with. But yeah, I certainly have learned a lot so far in this rally and have plenty more to learn.
5 left, 5 right, 50, slight left, very long
A lot of this, of course, is just about avoiding stuff and being careful over the jumps. This jump, in particular, is lethal because you get thrown out into that wall. I mean, pretty much every jump around here is pretty lethal, but yeah, there's a few of them that I'm being extra careful of. Nice to have a rally car with some actual power again, though. But honestly, I know I can tell it's still slightly down on power, but I actually quite like that. I don't like that, though. Having something that's got slightly down on power, but of course has all the bodywork, so the downforce, etc., etc., is actually quite nice. Because it means I've got a little bit more grip than I do speed, which I think for me is very ideal. Still got to be careful of that telegraph hole. Oh, and that rock. But apparently we can get away with that.
Jump 110. Slowing 6 left and 5 right. Half long, don't cut. 2 left sharp.
But yeah, really trying to listen to my co-driver now even more to stay out of trouble.
3 right, 30, 5 left of the jump. Keep in and slight left.
Don't hit those. Little flick of the steering at the last second there.
Slight right, extra long. 130. Caution, 5 left short of a jump. 160. Slight left of the crest.
And again, those kind of corners, you've got to be listening to where he's telling you to go over the jump. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself in a bail.
6 left, tightens, 50.
Or almost in a tree when you do listen too much.
90, 5 right, opens.
But yeah, so this part of the rally, I think it's going to be the longest video of all, because it is 4 stages and... No. Ah! I mean, it was only a small hit, but... Yeah, you can see it's definitely done a little bit more damage.
It's a 2 left short and crest, 40. Open hairpin, left, don't cut, opens 4.
Yeah, it is a longer section of event between these next two services, but I think, yeah, doing these kind of events with very few services, everything like that, is kind of a testament to just trying to stay out of trouble. And I feel that's kind of still what I need to learn inside this game. So maybe by the end of the year, we'll be in a position where it's not too much of a concern anymore, but we'll wait and see how long it takes me to get there.
And small jump, 140. Slight left, 170. 6 left, tightens, of a bump, 50, slowing, slight right to the
No,
crest,
no, 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 no.
40, turn,
Woo.
square right, around Vale. 70.
Well, that's a drift on entry.
Slight right to the crest, 70. Late 6 left, long.
The thing I've got to remember with this thing as well, obviously, is it's four-wheel drive. I think it's something I've got to remember generally on this game, is I'm so worried about losing the rear, because I'm so used to driving like Formula 1 cars and race cars, that kind of thing. But obviously in this thing, very difficult to do so. Like in those moments where I'm trying to put the power down off a corner, I can still basically do whatever I like with the steering. It will just pull.
50, right entry chicane.
Not taking any risks through here this time.
60,
This is where I damaged the car first time through.
70. Slight left, through dip, 200.
Do not want to experience that again.
Long crest, to slight right, slowing, 100.
Oh, a little dip of power.
Crest, 30.
It's not what we need.
Left, around Vale. 70. Crest, 80. Slight right, long. Into crest, 70. 5 left, half long, 180. Crest, 370.
But yeah, I mean, the way I'm viewing this rally is I obviously just want to get to the end.
Slight
You know, first event of the season, that kind of thing.
6 right,
I'd like to obviously get some
10.
points on the board.
Turn, square right, around Bales.
Oh no, I've done that again. No. Don't get a penalty.
30.
I did that the other way round. I turned in way too early there.
Turn square left, around Vale. 150, narrows. Small crest. And slight left,
Come on.
40.
Pull, little car, pull.
Crest, 60. Crest. And left of the crest, 160. Late 6 left, don't cut, 70. Slowing, 6 left of the crest, and 3 right, 70. Slight left of the crest, to slight right, 120. Caution, 6 left of the crest, tightens 5, 100. 3 right short, 100. 6 left, 90. Late, 6 left of the crest, don't cut, 50. Slight right of the crest, and crest, 50. Left of the crest, 130. 6 left, don't cut, and crest, 80. 6 left of crest, keep it, 120. 6
was
right,
close.
opens, slight right.
Almost at the end though of this stage. I think, yeah, the other way round we did it in like 11:19 or something. With 2 minutes worth of penalties. So I'm hoping we can go much better than that. Despite what might be potentially a much more wounded car.
230.
My Grand would have gone in there with a greater attack speed, but I made it through. That's the mindset we've got to be having more on this game.
Slight left of the crest, 90. 6 left of the crest. And bump into 6 right, opens with a small jump, 100. Bumps. To slight left, very long. Tightens 5 of a crest, and slight right. To slight left, 40.
That was close.
Small crest, into 5 right, tightens, around Vale, into 5 left, 70.
It's that way.
Long crest, 30. 4 left, long,
Hang on to her.
120. 1 left, and house, and slight right, 80.
Oh, that was good. I'll take that.
3 right, opens, into crest,
Be a bit more gentle with the downshifts. This thing is still wounded, let's not forget.
5 right short, around Bale.
It's definitely starting to blip on throttle a bit more.
Slowing crest, 40.
Still far from perfect, but we are still getting decent speed out of it. Oh, that was the money shot.
Right of the crest.
Up towards the finish line, though. We're going to be about 2 minutes quicker than we were last time,
Over finish.
which I will take very happily indeed. Happy with that. 9:15 there in the end. Like I said, I'm aiming for top 1,000, especially with all the damage we picked up early on. Where's that going to put us? 401st on that stage. Yes, please. We will have that rather happily then. But yeah, we've just got to try and get to the end of the rally. So we're almost at halfway. Right, the Kratzy stage then up next. And it's basically the stage we just did the other way around. Oh, the first half of it anyway.
5,
So, plenty of big scary moments.
2, 1, go 40.
And let's go rallying.
Opens 30. Slight left of the crest.
Yeah, we're definitely
60.
engine's starting to fade once again, but without rad damage, I'm hoping it's not going to tear itself apart.
180.
Avoid those signs. Like I said, it really is just one of those rallies where I just want to complete each stage one by one. Get to the end, and I'll be happy.
Crest. And 3 left. Tightens 80.
So if I want a good result by the end of the year, then that's going to be what it takes.
Left. And 1 right. 120. 5 right. Long. And crest. 110. 6 right. Brake. And 4 left. Around Bale. 30. Crest. And slight right. Long. And 6 left of the crest. Don't cut. 30. 5 right of the crest. 80. Small crest. 50. Slight left. Long. Over bumps. 6 left of the crest. 50. 6 right of the crest. 80. Slight right of the crest. 240.
Come on. Oh, there's bales, there's bales, there's bales, there's bales. I broke way too early, but I was just scared about what the car was going to do in that gully.
70.
I mean, why would you put a chicane there? It's barely wide enough.
3 right short. Don't cut. And crest. 40. Left of the crest. 100. Slight left. 50. 6 left. 100. Caution. 6 right of the crest. Tightens. 70. Right of the crest. Into 5 right. Don't cut. 110. Crest. 30. Crest. And 6 left. A small jump. 60. 6 right of the crest. Don't cut. 100. 6 right. 120.
This is high speed, though. High speed, high commitment.
5 right. Opens.
Just the way I like to crash in a rally.
Right of the crest. 120. Slight left and right of the crest. Slowing 60. 3 left. Around Bale. And 5 right. Don't cut. 70. 6 right. Don't cut. 200. Crest. 40. Right of the crest. 50. Slight left. Into jump. And slight right. 50. Slowing. Crest. 120. Turn. Square right. Around Bale. 170. Head left. Round Bales.
No, I've almost done it again.
80. Widens.
There you go. Third time's the charm, I finally learned.
70.
Kind of.
Left of the crest. 350.
I mean, it will still get to pretty much top end. It just does take a while to get there.
5 right. Half long.
Well, I say, it's not doing badly, to be fair.
Slight left of the crest.
Because I think that's the thing with Estonia is, you know, although it's obviously nice to get to that top end speed quite quickly, as long as you can get there, you know, you're not going to lose too much time like I found myself earlier on when we could only pull sort of 110, 120 clicks.
Slight left opens to crest. 160.
Let's just give you little bits of free time everywhere,
Right.
of course, but You know, if we can just keep the car here, don't make it any worse.
Chicane.
Says immediately approaches a chicane.
170.
Ow. Yeah, if we can just keep the car, you know, if we don't damage it much more than this, ready for the final part of this rally, then maybe there's still a chance of something. Anyway, that's towards the finish line then. There we go, 4:24 there, quite happy with that. Hello, marshals. Bang. Yeah, I mean, we're getting slowly but surely more into the groove. 330th, it's being reflected in the times I'm setting as well, though. We're losing less and less each time to our top runners. Is a top 500 still doable by the end of this rally? Stage 6. Here we go then. The Valivere stage. 5.6 kilometers, so this is a real short one. Still haven't got any water temp problems, which is nice.
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
And away we go. So 2 more stages then before we get to another service. I'll get the car repaired, of course, ready for our final mission.
Into crest, slowing 100. Turn, open hairpin left.
Oh, is this the one on the race? I think, yeah, we're going on the racetrack. Woohoo!
Opens 4.
Haven't done this yet today.
Right, onto tarmac, 30. Crest.
My bread and butter.
3 right.
I'm sure I'll bin it now, but
Tightens 3 long.
this is so cool. I know I say it every time we come here, but it's so just... It's a fun little thing that they put in the game that they didn't need to, but it is nice to have.
60. 3 right, 50. Crest. Late 2 right, and 2 left, long 40.
So it might have been nice with a car with full power and capability, but still good fun.
Turn square left onto gravel, 160.
Does kind of feel like in still places I'm doing a bit of a Sunday drive, but
Crest, 100.
well, that's by the by now.
5 left sharp, 120. Crest, and 6 left, long, slowing, and slight right.
I was looking completely the wrong direction there.
70.
Oh, that's
6
close.
left, slowing, and small crest, 50, turn, 1 right. 150.
Come on, stay out of trouble.
80. Slight right.
Only got 1 more stage to do after this one.
Crest, 60. 6 right to the jump, 100. 6 left to the jump. Slight right to the crest, 50. Crest, 30. 5 left, opens.
Always get a little bit scared over those bits. You're kind of just aiming between trees.
30. Small jump, and slight left, slowing, 90. Right to the small crest, 40. Turn, square left, and slight right, 80. 5 right, long tightens, 70. Slight left of crest, 190. Small jump, 200. Caution, left of a big jump, 120. Slowing, 6 left short, 50.
That's a big jump. That's a really big jump. We've hung on to it.
Keep it,
Oh,
2
ho, ho.
30. 3 right, opens.
That was much scarier than I was ever expecting it to be.
4 left, tightens, 80. Crest, 50. 3 left sharp, 60. 6 right, 40. 4 left short. And crest, 60. Finish, 6 left, and 3 right to stop.
Well, that was one of the bigger moments I've had in this event, but we live to tell the tale this time. 1 more stage to go then, before we get another service, which is absolutely wonderful. Hello, camera. Sorry, I'm taking you with me. I need a new camera. Actually, I don't. I've got you now. There we go. 3:21, though. I'm quite happy with that. How much time did we lose? Only 25 seconds. And look at that, 217th. We are getting higher and higher every stage we do. This is wonderful. 1 more stage to go in this video. Let's just try and get to that next service. Nuclear stage again.
Good luck.
See, I believe this is the reverse of the one we did 2 stages ago.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go 4 left.
Drop the hammer,
Into
and
crest,
let's go
60.
rallying then.
Slight left 80.
Quite happy so far with the way I've been able to recover this event.
Tightens and 5 left.
Will we get to the end in one piece? That's the big question.
Crest 70. Jump 40. Right of a jump 60. 5 left. Keep in 60. Left of a jump.
Easy, easy.
Half long, around Vale. 60. Left of a crest 170. Big jump. Keep middle 40. Slight right. And 6 left. Don't cut. Slowing 70. Small crest to 3 right. Long. 30. Small crest 40. 6 left. Tightens 4, 50. Slight left. And crest 160. 4 right. Tightens 30. 3 left of the crest. Opens. And turn square right 60. Short. 5 left. 5 right 50. Slight left, very long tightens. 5 left short of a jump, 50, 6 left. And 6 right, half long. And jump, 100. 6 right. And 5 left short of a crest, 160.
This is still scary. Oh, especially when you get those little stutters still in the game.
50, late, 4 left of a jump. Open 6, 50. Big jump, 90.
Oh, I was lucky I brought the car down a gear there.
Slight right to the
That's a
crest,
jump.
70. Caution, 4 left of jump, 100.
Oh, we know we've got to flick the car through this one. No! No, 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 no. Ah, no, and the route. Oh, I knew I had to flick the car early in there.
Turn square right, don't
Right,
cut.
we haven't got long to go with this stage.
Left,
We'll still be able to get it. Or hopefully most of it all fixed up. Things like the diff and the gearbox I'm not going to worry about. In a car like this, it doesn't make too much of a difference.
6 left, and 5 right, half long.
Like, unless the gears are seizing
2 left sharp,
or something like that, it's okay.
crest, 100.
Which we're definitely not at that point just yet. That is so frustrating though. We kept it so clean.
Left of a jump, keep in, and slight left, long. Into jump, 50.
Don't know, I think it's another medium length service though at the end of this one.
130.
So we should be able to get some stuff done, but not as much as I'd like to.
Over jump, 160. Slight left of crest,
Ugh, I always forget about that hay bale.
140. Jump, keep middle, and slight left, 70. 6 left, tightens, 50. 6 right, tightens. Into right of a jump, 90. 5 right, opens. And crest, slowing to 6 right, 40. Turn, 1 right. 70.
I mean, it pretty much tells you there to brake
Caution, jump, sudden 5 left.
immediately where you need to.
Don't cut, into 2 left short, and crest, 40, open hairpin left, don't cut, opens 4,
Ah, nose in. Come on, pull. Pull, little rally car.
long tightens, don't cut, and 2 left, tightens, and jump, and 5 left, to turn, 1 left, short, to 6 right, 6 left, don't cut, and turn,
Oh, there's a rock there, and there.
cut, 130,
We're risking punctures over those.
crest, and small jump, 140.
See, this is the thing that you've always got to remember on this game is you can run 4 stages flawlessly, but you mess up one corner one time, and all of that work can potentially be undone. Car is still pulling okay at the moment, but it is so easy just to mess it up royally.
70.
Or just not have a car that stops.
Slight right to the crest. 70.
Oh, it's blipping more and more on that throttle, but we're almost at the end of the stage.
Tightens 5. 60. 4 right short of a crest. 190.
Come on, up towards the finish.
Over finish. 4 right.
There we
to
go.
stop.
450? Yeah, 450 flat there in the end.
450.7.
Not my finest. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit gutted with that. But we will make it back to service. And like I said, you know, we've got to try and just make sure that we get to the end. 257 in the world. 52 seconds off winner. I think that's okay in the end. Where are we overall, actually, in the rankings? It's still such a weird way you got to look at this. So you've got to go into the actual event and then go there standing. So 425th in the world then overall. 9 minutes off the leader. I reckon we can get towards top 350 in part 3. Thank you all so much for watching as always. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, get yourself subscribed, and yeah, we'll be back very soon with more EA WRC content. A massive thank you to all of my YouTube members and my Patreon supporters for their continued donations to help my work. These things go much further than I think a lot of you ever realise and allow me to continue making content full-time here on YouTube. So if you want to support me from as little as £1 a month and be featured on all of these end clips, either click the join button next to the subscribe or head over to my Patreon. There's a link down in the description.